And we start officially. Good morning, class. How are you doing today? Hope you're doing okay. You're woken up. And you're ready to work. If you have had any problems with the tasks, please let me know. We will work together. Remember, revise together all of the topics so that you can make progress. But I need you to work during the week. Yeah,
more than problem. The last week I was focused in practice observation practice was too difficult to
really?
Bitácoras. Yeah.
To write the bitácora. Yeah.
Yes, and with um role del profesor. Yes, was too much
Yeah.
for me, so I'm late with the task, but I'm doing every day just a little part of the task, but it's not complete.
Okay, nevertheless, whatever you have, we discussed today because you have another task. But we will prepare most of that task. Here we will watch we can watch the videos discussed together. There is a reading, which is short. It was a website, but now it's a PDF. And you will have something practical to do for next week. Nevertheless, okay, Krishna says, okay, but as much as you have, you bring to the class to keep on discussing and learning. The worst situation is not to do anything, please, and keep organized, yes? We need to keep on going. So let us revise educandos so that we are all together in the same page with educandos. So I hope you can see this layout, which is the tiles layout. Es una presentación de mosaicos. But anyway, if this is not practical, we can change it. Educandos is practical in that sense as well. And today is the last class of this unit, yes, week 5. So that means we are finishing with this tile, yes, this tile will be completed. This one, unit 1, and we will start with unit 2. All right, so on Educandos, so can you see Educandos?
Yes,
Here?
we can.
Yes, on week 3, I need you to upload your documents here. Methods for teaching English as a second language. Yes, everything you worked with active learning, content and language integrated learning, task-based. All of these go here. Yes, whenever you have the little hand. Okay, so there is where you have to upload, and here I will see. I know that you have been working in pairs. So for example, Catalina uploaded for 2 people and so on and so forth. So these numbers there are more people behind this. But anyway, I'm still waiting for all of you to upload that. The more you upload and the more feedback, the better it is to complete your portfolio. Remember, there's no other way that we can progress. And we don't want to be behind by the midterm. No, that would be the worst scenario. No, that's not possible. Okay, so we go back to Educandos again. And here, on the same week, we have the forum. You uploaded wonderful graphic organizers to the forum. I commend you, Paola, Javiera, Catalina, did a great job. But I need you to comment to your classmates, and I need all of you to upload these summaries, okay? So please keep the forum going. So we need to I will show you the forum so far. I need you to upload, even if you're uploading for 2 people. So Catalina and Vanessa work together. So I can see that they work together. Okay, it's one post, but you need to comment to the others in order to get the grade. Remember? Yes, so Vanessa and Catalina worked together. They presented their summary and this concept map, which is great. So I need you to do this to get, but this is only part of the grade. So now Catalina and Vanessa will comment to classmates in order to get the full grade. Are we clear so far what we're showing? ¿Está claro, chicos? Yes, so
Yes.
Catalina, yes. Okay, Catalina, hopefully, yes. I know, I know you know. Only I need to make sure. Okay, so we go back to Educandos. Again, when you're going to sit down to write to your classmates, remember, this concept map by Catalina is great. So say, oh, Catalina and Vanessa, your concept map is great. And that's it? No, this is not the comment. It's one sentence of the comment, but it's not the whole comment. So if you go back to week 4 on Educandos, week 4, you will see the example. Yes, and this is a Word document that we revised last year as well. So you have already, but it's a good example. It's just an example. There in that example, you have the phrases, the sentences you need to copy, or well, you're not copying, but you are like rewriting. You're inspirating. So take these sentences as inspiration. And remember the sentence frames, yes? For example, you're posting about methods. So this is the starting point of a sentence. And then I change the topic. But you have a model here. You have a model to follow. Only you change the topic. Yes, so you change the theme you're talking about. Better say, you're changing the theme. So you say, for example, you clearly explain, I don't know, what does Catalina explain? So Catalina and Vanessa clearly explain the concept of active learning. Yes, and I go to Catalina's and Vanessa's writing to see what they said about active learning. Remember, you are not, you need to learn what your classmates also wrote about. Yes, so you're writing your own part, but you need to read the other one because you need to know about everything in the end. Then when you give your opinion, in my opinion, yes, Catalina's and Vanessa's mind map is great. It's quite detailed and comprehensive. And it reflects the content about active learning. Full stop. I also think that so you have the sentences here. It shouldn't be so difficult. Yes, you have these sentences here. And then when you give suggestions, you also have the sentences here. I would also like to offer some suggestions regarding, I do not know, either the explanation about something, because you think that explanation can be longer or whatever is your suggestion for improvement. So I think some suggestion, I would like to suggest, or I would suggest that you focus more on this, on the role of the student, because the student is the central actor in active learning. And you're great by saying such a thing, yes? So you can use this language to help you. Is the explanation here clear, girls?
I think so.
Okay, so there's no excuse. You need to write 200 words. I'm not counting, but the minimum. So I say my opinion. Yes, thank you, Catalina. I say my opinion, my suggestions. Things can be better, clearer, bigger letters, because I cannot read. Yes, Javiera wrote a wonderful graphic organizer, but the writing is tiny. I am blind. So, for example, if I have to suggest to Javiera, please write in bigger letters. It's just an minimum detail, right? It's not to make your classmates feel sad or worried. Yes, because the content is great. You have done a great job, but we can suggest more description about activities, more description about the role of students. Just thinking, because these methods focus a lot on the students, on activities that are interactive and communicative. So this is probably what you should focus more. It's only a big suggestion. Yes, a great general suggestion. Okay, so if that is clear, if that example is clear, I hope to read now your comments. It is not that you're writing 10 pages. Yes, it's only a quarter of a page with this information. Okay, are we clear then? Are we clear?
Yes.
Yes, okay, thank you. Any questions? If you have any more questions. All right, so so those were parts of the housekeeping reminders that we needed to revise. Remember that this is week 5. So by the beginning of May, we can have, like, in 2 more weeks, a revision of portfolios for extra credit. Yeah, so I will revise the portfolios in advance, give you feedback, and you will get extra credits for the final presentation in June, July, I don't remember exactly, but by the end of the semester. So in that sense, I hope you keep them, you keep the portfolios updated. Yes, okay, there is someone. Okay, Giselle is coming. Okay, so great, right for the presentation. Okay, so more or less in 3 more weeks, let us say in May, when we are in May, I will announce this, yes, again, so that you prepare you keep on preparing the portfolios. So every what's the name, task should be uploaded there, and in that sense we will be okay. Whenever we have I ask you to upload the portfolios, and it will be easier for correction, since as I told you before, it will save time by the end of the semester. Okay, and you will have already some credits there, some points to your favor. Okay, so this is the presentation for today. Also, many of the reminders are here again. I check with you every week, the same ideas that you take information on Educandos. You always have all of the materials on Educandos. You have the model, the writing model. You have the tasks, the postings, the forums, and also your learning Bitácora or portfolio. This is, when I say portfolio, it's the same one. Is wherever you accumulate all your work. Yes, your written work, your activities, everything that we do will be there, and the tasks. So you have a model participation, the form participation model you have there, and you have always the PPT in which we write our discussions, the revision of topics. So you always have material there. Okay, so the first revision. Methods for teaching English as a foreign or second language. So the task you needed to complete last week. So you had 2 weeks for this task and there is no other option. Now you have another task. So you really needed to work on this. We talked about different methods to teaching English. And as I said to you already, this we said something about active learning last class. Vanessa and Catalina shared, so now someone else is going to share, Javiera, Paola. All of these methods try to bring to the center of the scene, yes, the students. So the students are the ones that participate actively, communicate with others, and do different activities. So they have all in common. And they belong to a big approach, a great approach called communicative language teaching, in which scientists, linguists have tried to focus on the development of language and communication, basically. Okay, so remember that we asked questions last week. We asked questions and we needed answers. So for example, one question you would like to ask. Phoebe, how are you? Are you there, Phoebe?
Yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. Okay, so who would you like to ask a question to?
How can you repeat?
You need to ask a question to one of your classmates about method. Yeah, so who? Let us ask a question to.
I asked the same question that is in
Yes.
the PPT.
Yes. Yes.
I should select a classmate.
Yes, you should select a classmate. Yeah. Who would you like to?
I don't know who.
Anyone volunteers for a question? Javiera? Even if you respond in writing, you need to participate. So you read about this. So
Okay.
question. And then power.
So I asked to Javiera.
Yes, Javiera, one of the questions.
I can write, she said. So one
Okay.
of that question.
Yes, one of these questions, because we need to know
Okay.
what did she read about? What is her method?
Okay. Okay. How do you conceptualize the method you read about?
Okay, so Javiera will write a concept of her method, but the name first. We need the name. So she will communicate by writing. Okay, Javiera. All right, she will be, okay, so she wrote something. Okay, let me check. Can you read? Yes, you can read. It's task-based. Yes, I think mainly using the task to learn a concept. Yes, so it's task-based learning. Excellent. So it is centered on the task. Yes, to learn something. Yes, to learn language. Yes, as mainly I think it refers to using a task, yes, to learn a concept or to learn about some topic, yes, some topic, and everything related to that topic. So the sentences we use or the vocabulary we use. for a theme. For example, and there is an example I think you read about that is preparing a party. So the teachers invite students to prepare a party. And so they organize around the topic of a party and the concept of a party, everything related to language in order to organize that activity or that around that topic. That's only an example and it is in your readings, so it's easy to find. Okay. Now, which other one of these will we ask Javiera? Because we need to know all of the areas. Okay, any other wants to ask a question? Catalina, a question?
The first question or two?
No, the first one is done. No, another one. Any of these?
The purpose.
The purpose. So what is?
But what is the meaning of purpose?
Purpose. The purpose.
The objective.
Why?
Objective.
Why do they create? Why did they create such a methodology to teach English?
¿Por qué crearon ese método?
Yes. Why was that?
I think that to eliminate the passive learning.
Yes.
When teacher just present a PPT and students were like a robot.
Yes, exactly. The purpose, yes,
is for improve the participation of students.
Promote students' participation. Yes, exactly. And it's something teachers use nowadays. So a friend of mine teaches Spanish in the United States, and she was planning to create this to design classes around task-based for her students, so that they will be able to create a task and develop a task in order to learn Spanish. So this is something that is very much in use nowadays. Exactly. And so, Javiera, back to Javiera, what is the role of the student and the teacher in this methodology? If it is for participation, if it is to use a task to develop something, and students need to be active around learning the vocabulary, the sentences they need, the concepts they need. What is the role of the student and the teacher? Do you think? So let us wait for Javiera to write. And then another person now will ask a question. So the teacher makes students to learn the language and the students search up. Yes, so the teacher is the one who organizes the task. Yes. So sometimes, in some occasions, students can choose a project. You have read for sure about project-based. It's similar to this. And students might have an interest, but the teacher is the one who organizes the short activities within the task, within the project. So the teacher makes the student, organizes the students' learning activities. Yes, that's the best description. The students activities, learning, yes, activities. To learn the language, yes. And the students search up, yes, the knowledge, the concepts, the vocabulary. Exactly. So there is a guidance from the teacher. So the teacher guides, connects some things, solve certain problems, but then the students need to do the harder job. Yes, excellent. Yeah, you did great. So now, who else would like to ask a question? Romina? Ask Paola. Paola did something different. We need Paola. or anyone? Paola? So remember questions, we revised a lot of our questions last year. So a question for Paola of any of these questions?
Can I ask?
Yes, Vanessa, please.
What is the role of the teacher?
In the method, yes, that you read. So I think, Paola, you read about CLIL, is that the one? You can write as well, Paola, if you're there. I think Paola wrote about CLIL, and this will be very helpful for something else. We need to reflect about CLIL. Yes, because CLIL is special. I need you to reflect if there is something nearer to you that is related to CLIL. So, well, probably Paola is. Okay, so we will wait. Anyone else had CLIL in the reading list? Romina? Krishna? I don't remember, but you have an email, each of you. Phoebe, what did you read about?
Sorry, teacher, I'm lost about what?
What did you read about?
About the third
The
test?
method. The method.
The methods.
Yes, the method.
About active learning,
Active
but
learning.
I don't understand very well.
Pardon, you didn't understand very well the active learning?
Yeah, I think it's like be constant in the class, but I don't know the words. I don't know how to say.
What do you want to say?
It's like be
Yes, it's about
active in the class, be constant in the class, but I don't understand. Is that?
Yes, it's active learning. So active learning, active is like everything, all of these methods in a way conceptualize active learning. So active learning focuses on keeping students active throughout the class. Yes, participating, solving problems. So you watch a video, didn't you?
Okay, teacher, thank you.
And it's about all of this, yes? Active learning keeps students active in class, solving problems, for example, in class, solving problems or asking questions, discussing about something. So just for example, yes, this is one of the options. So that means students are not static in their chairs or now behind the screens, not doing anything. You have to do something. Yes, and in a minute you will work, yes, with this, trying to complete as much as you can from your own readings. Yes, because we need to discuss, you need to be able to listen to your classmates and read your own portion, but be able to participate. So the point is that, or for example, when you analyze the case study, so that is also keeping students active, doing something in the class. And so the role of the student and the teacher, again, most of them relate to the same idea that students need to be in the center, doing something, accomplishing tasks, solving problems, looking for vocabulary, practicing that vocabulary, asking questions, answering questions. Whereas the teachers only monitor, organize, or the teacher organizes, monitors those learning activities. So it's not that students are alone completely, but they have something to do, but the teacher is behind the organization, the general organization. So before before you meet groups to Krishna. Are you there, Krishna? Did you read Klil or not? I don't remember all of the assignments. But Klil, what anyone read about Klil so that we can think about Klil? Okay.
Teacher,
Yes.
clear is content and language integrated learning.
Yes,
Ah,
excellent,
that's it.
excellent. That's
Uh,
yes, exactly. That's excellent. That is clean. Yes, excellent. And now I need you to make this brainstorming. So, what is content and language? Yes, these two elements. So I need you to I need you to think about this brainstorming. Okay. So, and think. For example, when you learn English through culture, do you remember learning English through culture? Which was the focus in that module? Do you remember?
can you repeat the question?
Yes, when you did the module learning English through culture, which was the focus? What were you learning in that module?
Um, grammar,
Uh-huh.
vocabulary,
Exactly.
um, speak and write.
The skills, developing skills.
Skills.
Develop, yes, exactly. Development. And you listen to, yes, about a topic. Which was the topic?
Different cultures, no?
Yes, exactly, Romina. Different cultures and different constructs, yes, concepts within culture, like interculturality or prejudices in culture, or the other topic that you do a lot, multiculturality, interculturality, and you do another one that I'm trying to remember. So you read about different topics, but you're learning English, yes? So grammar, vocabulary skills in English. So you're developing your language skills, your ability to read, write, listen to, speak, analyze, understand vocabulary. Excellent. Excellent, girls. Better impossible, yes? So different cultures, concepts within cultures. Within culture, everything that refers to culture, everything that the human beings do, that other creations that refer to culture. Yes, so the big concept of culture, but you have inside culture many other concepts. Excellent, excellent. And you can write about different customs, festivities, dress, different kinds of clothing, foods, traditions, everything that creations of the human beings, everything that refer to the big concept of culture. And which is the means of communication in that module? How do you communicate?
Oral communication?
Oral communication, written communication, but in which language?
English.
Yes, in English. Of course, you
Sorry.
might have reference to the mother tongue. Yes, of course, in Spanish. There are certain concepts that you can also refer to in Spanish to see if you understand. The concept stereotype. That's the concept I try to remember. So Por ejemplo, el profesor les puede decir estereotipo en español. ¿Qué saben ustedes? So also relate to the mother tongue, because we also understand a concept in our mother tongue, but then we can understand the concept in the foreign language. So in this module, you are learning language. You're learning English. Excellent. Therefore, CLIL here means content. Yes. Some additions to content. Yes. 1x. Yes. Culture. Plus language. And we have lots of elements of language. We have grammar, vocabulary, skills, reading, writing, communication. Yes, semantics, pragmatics. Okay, so we do a lot in language, but we have some content. Yes, this is also integrated. Yes, integrated. It's not separate. Integrated learning. It's a way of symbolizing it. I have just invented it for you to see. Learning. So you learn language, English, and you talk about certain topics. Culture, we said clothing, food, traditions, festivities in other countries, in my country. So this is one concept of CLIL. Can you see?
Yes.
Yes. This is one concept of CLIL. And Javier read about this, or Paola, I don't remember, Paola, I think, no, Paola. And this has a name because the concentration is more on language, not so much on content. So I'm not teaching some content. Yes, as in the school, as a school in the United States teaching history in English, but they're teaching history, okay? English is the language. Here I am teaching the language, and I speak about some historical events, some cultural concepts. Okay, so what do you think? Is this combination hard CLIL? Hard es duro, es un CLIL bien compacto, o es un soft CLIL, es más flexible? What do you think? This combination equals?
It's hard to understand, I think.
Hard to understand? Why? But here you're learning language, Phoebe, think.
Yeah.
Kind of CLIL. We have two kinds of CLIL. Hard, content and language, or it is soft. It's not so hard, but I still need to learn a lot. But I am learning language, not content. What does your intuition tell you? Is it hard or is it soft? Your intuition. Soft. Yes, Paola, thank you. Soft CLIL. Exactly. This focuses on language, on developing vocabulary, grammar. Yes. Learning present tenses, past tenses. So the Egyptians lived in such and such before Christ. But it's not important about the Egyptians in themselves. It is important that you know the structure, that you learn the past tense. Is that clearer now, Phoebe?
Yes, teacher.
Yeah, exactly. So now let us analyze this module. This module, creating an environment in English for beginners. Let us analyze it. Okay. So what is the focus here? What is the focus? Okay. Soft. Paola CLIL mixes the languages and hard CLIL speaks the language in the language to be learned. Yes, it's a little bit different hard. So focus.
catch attention, attend attention, and I don't know how to say atrapar la atención, engaging.
On which topics?
Creating an environment.
Creating environments. What else did we learn? Content. Theories. Remember, constructivism, we need them. Learning. Theories. Remember,
The standard.
Constructivism, remember. Behaviorism. Cognitivism. What else did we learn, Phoebe? Now, topic now.
Standards.
Standards, yes, standards. We also learned the methods.
Methods.
Yes, exactly. It's different, you see. It's a different focus from here. I'm not teaching you present, past. I'm teaching you vocabulary, of course. We need vocabulary, but I'm not teaching you present or past or...
We are using English.
You need to focus a little bit, otherwise we will not be able to communicate. So use everything you are learning about grammar, vocabulary, what you did last year, what you're doing now, to apply here, but it's not going to be my focus. I'm not going to say, no, Phoebe, this is subject, verb, object. Only if I don't understand anything, only if it is a chaos. But I would focus that Phoebe knows the theories, behaviorism, constructivism, and the methods. Yes, simply these methods like task-based or active learning or clear. Yes, we're using. Yes, we're using what we learned. Of course, language is the basis. We need language, but we need to learn concepts. So the teacher is going to focus if I write the present tense or right, but I need to know what is behaviorism. Behaviorism is a theory according to which I need to repeat a concept. Yes, so it's content. Content, it has another importance. So focus on that, yes. So to teach in English as a foreign language or second language, yes. And we know EFL, ESL, and the contractions. The means of communication is English, of course, yes. Environments. Oh, wait a minute. So we need English, of course, it's the basis for our communication. We also explain some things in Spanish, of course, when I said, bueno, acuérdense, constructivismo, lo vimos en español. So you know that when we make connections to our mother tongue, it's inevitable. But you may mainly learn here, the focus to learn content about teaching methods and theories, and well, going from bigger, yes, teaching theories, approaches, going from bigger to smaller, yeah, approaches, methodologies, and strategies. Yes, to teach English to beginners. So here, maybe teach English to beginners. So in our equation, so here is content. We need to know content. You need to know content to analyze a video, to analyze a case study. You need this. So if we write this strange equation, es una ecuación extraña. We're going to underline it, yes. So if we write the strange equation, how are we going to write it? So here is content. We have more, yes? We have theories, approaches, methodologies, strategies, yes? And language, of course, we need language, but language, as far as you know, minimum the present, the past, subject, verb, object, organization, as far as you know, a little bit of language, which we are not going to revise, right? The structure. Plus the element of integrated learning. What kind of CLIL is this by default? Integrated learning. What is this equation? Equals to, which is the opposite of soft CLIL? What did we say?
Hard.
Hard CLIL, yes, hard CLIL. And this is only a name given to it just to try to understand the difference between the two. But it's only created by linguists. Yes, it's not because there is anything hard or it's not hard or soft in itself. It is just to recognize what is the focus of each of the methods. All right. Remember that when this gets to South America, for example, to Latin America, remember that we were in a moment teaching pure grammar without content. So we just taught the cat is under the table, the cat is next to the table, the cat is on the table, the cat is, so no content, just repeating. And CLIL came to combine some kind of content into language. Though sometimes we could be confused whether we needed to teach content, whether we needed to teach history or math or geography or any other kind of content in English. And therefore, there was a need to develop this understanding of the method. All right, so it's posted. Okay, so using your knowledge in groups, 6 minutes more or less. Do you think you can go to the bathroom as well? We can go to the bathroom. Okay, so let me check. No, it's this one which I need to copy. So with your knowledge, with everything you have read, or little or a lot, it doesn't matter. Please try to, I am going to send it via WhatsApp. I'm going to send the table, though I need to make it smaller to get the columns inside. And we're going to meet to read your conclusions. Okay, so we need right the size. Okay, yes, this is bigger. Okay, so it's bigger. Now, and I will copy it. I will keep it as a Word document, and I will send it to you so that you have it also for your revision. Yes. So look at it now. So it's a big Word document in which you are able to write all of the elements of the different methods. And I will upload it to Educandos as well, so you have that for your revision. Remember that we will have a midterm around week 9, around week 9 or 10, yes? So in May. So you need to have, we are going to revise this again, and you will have this document for revision. So I am writing. Yeah. Okay. So I am going to send this via WhatsApp. Okay. So, and you will work in groups. So try to complete as much as you can because you have read about this. Let us try to finish with this, and we will continue with a new task. Okay, so we will try to finish in class. Okay, so what do you have? So for active learning, we did a little bit last class, but we can complete now, or let us do task-based. Yes, task-based, which we haven't done anything yet. So who has anything about task-based? Can you tell me? I can copy.
What task base? I don't understand.
The kind of activities for this method, task-based learning. So Javiera read about it. Did anyone else find anything so we can complete this? Or any other? Phoebe, we can start with active learning. Let us complete as much as we can so that you can complete the task now, this afternoon. This is an old task. Esta es una tarea vieja, la tenemos que terminar. So.
In the active learning with Krishna, we write discuss in pairs.
Yes, pair discussion, excellent. Pair work.
Brain writing.
Pair work, discussion. What is brainstorming? Is this one? Brainstorming?
I think so. I don't know, Krishna.
It's brainstorming, is la lluvia de ideas. Yes, brainstorming. Okay, perfect. Then why do we use the language in active learning? Remember, the students are active all the time, participating, solving problems.
We didn't understand. We write in every skill, like speaking, writing, listening.
So, use the language to develop skills. Yes, use the language to develop skills. And to do what with the classmates? Because you need to solve the problem. You need to read in English, right? What do you do with your classmate to do the task? ¿Qué hago yo con mi compañero para terminar la tarea? Look at here.
Use strategies.
Yes, exactly. To use strategies and to communicate. Yes, to communicate, basically. And then I also use strategies, solve problems. Yes, exactly. And then what we include in active learning for the students to work?
Class discussion or not?
Yes, class discussions and as we use here, and what else? Like elements, like physical elements. Remember the physical environment. Physical environment.
Like materials or not?
Yes, materials. Yes, physical. Yes, exactly. What did we say? Material things. Yes, materials to work with. Yes. For example, puzzles, rompecabezas, some games or toys. Yes. And what we don't include in active learning? What is not? No. This is not active learning. Tell me.
Silence.
Read.
No, reading, yes.
Silence.
Yes, yes. Lack of participation. Yes, that's not active learning. Lack of participation. Everyone has a participation, an opportunity to participate. Yes, yeah? Something to do, to give an opinion or share something that that he or she knows. Remember the children in the case study we read last week? All the children participated in that discussion. They all have something to say. They know from previous knowledge or they know from their experience. So lack of participation is not possible. Yes, everyone has to participate. Participation. Yes, CLIL. Something about CLIL. So we finish. Come on, quickly. No, have to do something else. Kind of activity.
Groups work in groups or not?
Yes, exactly. Group work. Yes, group work. Basically the same: pair work, discussions, pair work,
Oral presentation.
oral presentations. Excellent. Remember, oral present, everything we do, discussion, role playing, questions, answers, many activities. Yes. And why do we use language? Why did we say we use language in CLIL? So we use language to.
Can you repeat, please?
Why do we use language in CLIL? Here we discussed. Aquí discutimos por qué usábamos el lenguaje en CLIL. Here we use language to. Remember, we need to learn grammar, vocabulary, skills.
Practice.
Practice skills, language and vocabulary. And on the other hand, practice skills, grammar, language in general, yes. And on the other hand, here, why do we use language? What do we learn here?
You are not sharing your screen.
So in the other option, so here we learn language, practice language. And here, what do we learn in CLIL, in hard CLIL?
English.
Yes, we use English, but what do we learn? Remember, you have content and language. Look at the graphic. Content and language. What do we learn here? Here we learn language. Lots of things.
The topics. The topics
topic,
of the class.
Yes, exactly. Yes, those language to learn the content. Yes, to learn content of the class or the topics. Yes, there are different ways to call it. To learn content or topics. Yes. Excellent. Elements, well, very similar, of course, all the materials to work, creation of an environment. And what is not possible in CLIL? What do you think?
Excluding students.
Yeah, yes, yes, to exclude the students. We need all of the students to exclude student exclusion, sorry, students exclusion, lack of inclusion. Yes, because we need everyone. We need everyone in CLIL because everyone has something to provide to the discussion. Yes. Remember, it's very similar to constructive. Everything is constructivism. I need all of the participants to participate and bring knowledge and bring their views, their opinions, their suggestions to the topic. And in task-based, it's very much similar. Again, we need a task. Yes, a task organized with activities. Yes. That you do mainly in groups. So it's very similar. Very similar. What else do you do here? You have problem solving. You solve problems. You create a strategy or follow a strategy to solve a problem, for example. Problem solving. Okay, use of language. How do we use the language in task-based?
Complete the task. Strategies to complete the task.
Yes. Use strategies. Yes. Communicate. Yes. To complete the task. Anyway, you have the readings to complete this. This is only a general discussion. So your strategies to complete the task, communicate, discuss.
Yes, sharing information
Sharing
and
information.
experience.
Excellent, yes. Sharing experiences, all of this to share. To share experiences, knowledge. So all of these experience need the language to communicate something that the other doesn't know. Yes, so you know what the others do not know. Experiences and knowledge, information also.
And role play?
Yes, role play. Yes, role play. Role play. All of them can include role play. Excellent. And so in general, what we don't include is lack of participation, students exclusion, students as receptive, only receiving knowledge. Yes, students receiving knowledge that does not exist. Yes, students are always constructing knowledge, building up new knowledge, participating actively in knowledge. So this is not possible. Yes, in all of them, you're not passive. You need to produce something, create, think, brainstorm, connect, discuss. Therefore, always in these activities, you will have something to relate to your area. Yes, also share with your classmates something that you can do in a classroom here in Linares, for example. So you're always creating something new, remember, with language and with the knowledge you have. So always these activities will be included. And I don't remember whether we discussed this last week. Probably we did. But I think, what do you think? You implement these methods just quickly so that we present another activity?
I am lost. Can you repeat, please?
Yes. Do you think any of the which methods can be implemented in Linares? Do you have any idea?
If are now today.
Vanessa? Yeah. Just a general opinion.
My question is if there are implement now.
No, yes, no. You can, hypothetically. Hipotético.
No, que tenía la duda de que si hemos visto si estaba implementado, algo así.
No. Do you think you can implement in the future?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Why not?
Yes, of course. So think, for example, task-based, yes, and also CLIL, right? It works a lot with, yes, elementary schools, middle school students. Think of projects in science, for example, that you can do with a science teacher. All of these ideas that you have seen probably in videos on the TV come from CLIL. Yes, so integrating English for English learners, for beginners, with the project of one area. For example, it can be a natural science, but it comes to my mind now, but it can be any other. And remember what we did last year with literature, teaching the children values through literature, or also teaching them about, for example, science with literature also. Yes, can be a project or a content-based or a project or a task-based. Okay, so is that clear with that task? ¿Está clara la tarea anterior, everyone?
Yes, I think so.
Better.
Now it's clear.
Okay, so you finish it today and you upload it, yes, for feedback. Now the last task in the unit, yes, is to interpret and design proper strategies to teach and learn English as a foreign language. So now you will see, you will watch videos. Yes, you watch videos and you will read the contents from a blog about creating an environment, and you will design the last task, the last part of the task. ¿Sí? La parte final de esta tarea, de este proyecto es a visual display. Yes, it can be an infographic, but not only an infographic. Yes. So with all the information you gather from these readings, you will have here in this website, you will find ways to create an infographic, but sometimes it's not only infographic, it can be a poster as well. Yes, with information about creating a language-rich and emotionally rich environment. So it's a nice task. You need to finish for next Monday. Okay, is that clear? Everyone?
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So there's no way. We start a new unit with new activities, okay? So in order to do that, remember we discussed about these environments last class. How do we create a physical environment with materials, with objects, visuals, sounds also, possibilities to recreate some activities as role playing, as puppet show, here in this one. Students working together on the floor, on chairs, but sharing in a different way as the way we were accustomed, yes, when I was a child, million years ago. Okay, so the physical environment we have discussed, well, it is, I think here they are very evident and we discussed a lot. And there is another environment we said that is emotional environment, yes? So in order to answer these questions, we are going to watch a video and then we will brainstorm. Let us participate because this is part of your task. So if you participate, we participate now, you have this done. Yes, is it clear?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let us pay attention and I help you do task 3. Okay, so what are we going to answer? How can teachers create a physical environment to support English language learning in the classroom? So, for example, think of schools, yes, your school, or these images we have here. So how can the teacher create a physical environment? What can you see? We already discussed this. So this is
How can I say decoraciones?
decoration.
Like posters, decorations like posters.
Decorations.
Decorations.
So with
Decorations.
decorations in the classroom, yes, in the classrooms, including
With pedagogical material.
yes, posters. Phoebe said yes, pedagogical materials. Okay, so posters. What else we have on the walls? Posters.
Or things the students like flowers, dinosaurios, no sé.
Posters. Or elements that students like. Yes, students like or relate to. For example, young children like dinosaurs. Yes, and so if they are in the period in which they like dinosaurs, if you bring dinosaurs or make them work with learning about something about dinosaurs, that would be much more productive for children. That's great. Yes. What else? How else do we create a physical environment? Catalina, Vanessa. So one is the decorations, all the material, but you have other things.
Different chairs.
Chairs.
Different. Sillas.
Organization. Different kinds of organization. Seats. Los asientos. Seats. Yes. We saw another video in which there were flexible seats. Los asientos eran flexibles. So they didn't have to be sat on chairs only. Yes. Entonces el asiento no es solo una silla, se pueden sentar en el piso, en otros tipos de lugares. That's okay.
So like organize a place to work individual. When is the time to work individual?
Kinds of seats, individual workplace, or what is the other option? Individual workplace or?
In groups.
Groups, yes, group workplaces, yes. Flashcards related to the alphabet, yes, exactly. Flashcards related to topics, yes, of course, those are fundamental. So individual, and group workplaces, yes. So they can choose around the classroom where to work, in groups or individually. And then flashcards, yes, flashcards, posters, realia. Remember when we did with last year about the carrot seed, you thought about bringing seeds. ¿Sí? Cuando pensaron en traer las semillas a la clase, eso es realia, son elementos de la realidad. O soap, powder soap. Esta profesora que traía el jabón de lavar la ropa por una actividad de la lectura. Entonces, all of those are realia, yes? Flashcards and images are, posters are created. But realia is everything that belongs to real life. As the examples I was telling you, the powder soap or for example, the seeds or so flashcards, images, realia. So everything that belongs to real elements. Clothing, for example, clothing, they can bring clothing and get dressed, all of those elements from reality, from real life. Exactly. And then we said games, toys. Yes, we guessed that here we have some toys or some games or yes, and here we have books. For example, this is like a reading corner. So you will see there are different others. So, but you have recognized a lot, yes, from real life. And now we're going to watch the video to do that, to answer the other real everyday life. Now we will watch a video to answer about creating a learning, an emotional learning environment. You can see there also some physical traits, but here the important thing is the emotional aspect. Okay, so let us all right. Okay, so we check the browser. I will check my browser. Okay, I will check my browser because I need to show you to see if I can share with you. Okay, so here it is. I hope you can watch and listen. All right, so here we go.
We respond to the environment in which we find ourselves.
Okay, can you listen to the video?
Yes, we can hear and
Yes,
watch.
teacher.
And watch. Okay.
A variety of ways that affect our learning. When children are in a calm, peaceful environment with aspects of nature around them, it builds brain architecture and enables them to learn more. We are barraged with information and emotion all of the time, and our brain is trying to sort things out and figure out how to put all of that in place. And in order to be able to learn, we need a certain amount of routine and consistency and calm so that our brain can focus on what's important and not have to focus on everything that is new and engaging all at the same time.
The environment has a large impact on student learning.
Come on.
We want school to be a safe, welcoming place where kids want to come here every day. They could be coming in the morning with lots of different emotions.
We're so glad that you're here this morning.
That we want to help mitigate so that they feel safe and secure at school.
Good morning, Jolene. We're glad you're here. Let me tell you what's happening this morning. We have pancakes for breakfast and pears.
It's very important that school be a reliable, consistent, routine place where you know what to count on, where things are somewhat predictable, not so much that they become boring, but so much that they give you that calm feeling that I know what it's about, I know how to participate, and that actually opens up the opportunity for more learning.
So some of the ways that we do that are creating a calm environment where breakfast is ready for them, the teacher is at the door with a greeting, a hug, I missed you, I'm so happy you're here. We also include a lot of natural elements in our classrooms. We have lots of plants, which keeps the air purified. We use essential oils to help students have calm, relaxed bodies. People want to come into a room that smells great. And so we turn that on in the morning before they get here, and that's part of creating that welcoming environment.
Meeting students' needs for like releasing physical energy is important. Making sure that kids' bodies feel good is a really important step to making sure their brains are in a good place for learning. Water is available to all of our students all the time. They all get breakfast, they all get lunch, they're going to movement class, they're having time outside in the backyard, doing a lot of gross motor play so that their bodies are getting what they need.
We also know now that the environment matters greatly to the evolution of individual human beings. And we can create environments that are productive, that have lots of opportunities for exploration and learning, because that's how human beings grow their brains as well as grow their knowledge.
We want them to be engaged and to love it and to not want to go home. So we have incredible opportunities and provocations at centers for them to have agency and use their hands, create, iterate on their creations, fail and keep trying. And part of that helps keep them both engaged. And at the end of the day, man, school is really fun. I can't wait to come back tomorrow. That's the feeling that we want the students to have.
Teacher, can I say something before your questions? You are in silence.
Yes, yes. Now I listen to you. Yes, Phoebe?
I saw a video I watched a video on TikTok, and was a girl crying because the stress of school right now with pandemic was too much for her, and her hair is down.
Yes, yes, exactly. Just because this is another environment, Phoebe, if you think
Yeah,
think
and
of
in
the
the
environment.
comments, in the comments were many people, 100 people saying, "Oh, I feel the same."
Yes,
So
exactly.
now I'm sad.
Now you understand about the environment. And that is because this is another environment. So imagine those children had this wonderful school to go to with smells that were wonderful, plants, breakfast, all the care of their teachers that now need to be in a different,
they
not,
can't wait.
they can't go to that environment. So think how important it is about physical, not only the physical, because that those classrooms are great, but also the emotional environments that you can create. So how do these teachers, one of the professors that talks here is Linda Darling Hammond, una de las profesoras que habla ahí es una investigadora muy famosa, Linda Darling Hammond, que habla sobre todo de esto de la práctica, de los ambientes, de la práctica profesional, de los profesores, sobre todo de futuros profesores y de profesores que ya están trabajando, y esto de la creación de los ambientes. Okay, so what is the way? How should a teacher interact with students to create this emotional environment? Or what can a teacher do? So, any other ideas of what you have watched? Now we put into words the images. Teachers should
Teacher try to do the school a safe place to students.
to make schools, yes, a safe place. Yes, a safe place for students so that they know that this is a safe place where they can go and be successful and know what to do and participate actively without any fear. Yes, so teachers should try to make school safe place. What else? What else do these teachers do to create the emotional environment?
At the beginning, when
Yes,
teachers receive them like kindly, like
yeah.
with words support, like I miss you, how are you?
Yes, receive them kindly, especially if they are crying, they don't want to part from their moms. Yes, they're sad because the mothers have to leave. They receive them kindly with words of love and care. Yes, words of love and care. Imagine little children who come for the first time to school, and that will happen probably after the pandemic. Little children coming back to school will have that fear again of going out, of going to schools, and they will need this love and contention from their teachers in schools. Yes, for sure. To lose the fear, yes, to be sure school is a safe place, to make sure. Okay, and the other one, teachers should
many activities to and turn on energy of the students.
Yeah, turn on the energy. Yes, to keep them energetic. Yes, to keep them energetic, move their bodies, the playground, the physical work, because that keeps them energetic and motivated to work. Yes, many activities to keep them energetic and motivated. Yes, doing things. That's active learning. The children creating, sticking papers, cutting something, sewing, cutting and pasting, creating a bridge. I don't know what they are creating at a certain point. So all of that is active learning, keeping them doing things, solving problems, creating something new to sparkle that motivation, yes, and learning, and the learning strength. Okay, so you will see, so this is done already. So this part of the task is done. So watch the video again, see if you want to write something else or change something. And here you have a reading, which used to be in this link, but I think the Scholastic has taken it away. I have a PDF file, and I will upload the PDF file to the file to the file on Educandus for you to read. So you will be able to read this. It's 6 pages, and it's about creating a language-rich environment. So remember, you have a physical environment. So how is the space organized? The chairs, the layout of the chairs, the tables, the pictures, the different sections, the reading section, the working section, yes? Then you have the emotional environment in which you create a safe place, love and care for your students. And then you have a language-rich environment, because in these posters that surround our students, we know that we have to have pictures, but also words. And it is as important for native speakers of a language as it is for foreign speakers of a language, yes, for learners. So that is a language-rich environment. And if I can show you the file, you will see that it has ideas to develop language, yes, whether it is for native speakers or for foreign speakers, yes, because also in our mother tongues, we need to develop our abilities with the language. It is something that we are born with, but we need to develop. We need to learn to develop language. And that is what this text shows. In the case I can find it, I will be happy. All right, I will show it to you, so do not worry. 12 steps, it is here. 12 steps to creating an environment. Yes, 12 steps to create a language-rich environment, and it is to develop language specifically. So you will have, for example, posters with words according to areas, which are the words of math, the words that belong to different areas about math. Yes, anchor charts. So you have other here, library, the classroom library. You have, for example, words in schools. So this is done for English learners. Go to the United States and have words in English around the school, for example. That can be done anywhere, really. Messages, yes, for example, messages to classmates, or something they have learned, for example, about the comma or about some other rule of writing. Then when they read, yes, they write details about the reading. And they write posters just for every single topic, yes? So awesome language, for example, good sentences that the teacher wants to highlight, and students can see their sentences written there and also continue improving. Everyone can learn from language written from others, or something that is awesome, something that is remarkable that the teacher wants them to learn by reading to those words. Then play with words. Well, lots and lots of activities that have to do with language. Okay, so you have plenty there, plenty. In reference to, as I said, how to develop language in learners. It can be also mother tongue. Yes, teachers of Spanish need to do the same whenever the students are learning new topics. So, what are you going to do with this reading? So you will select, yes, the notes of 10 most important words in the article. And then 5 phrases that you think are most important. They are all referred to learning and first of all, creating an environment and learning language. So everything needs to be related to those topics. There is no right or wrong. Everyone can have a different solution here. And then you're going to watch, 2 other videos. Yes, 2 other videos. They might be a little bit long. If we have time, we can watch one and compare them. Yes, they are similar or they are different. In which sense? And here you have the sentence frame to start writing. And finally, what you're going to do is to compare, yes? So compare the content of the videos, yes? The contents of the videos here and this reading, all the ideas you have here. And describe what you can see and how are they different or similar. And always remember, how are you going to implement such a rich environment for learning English in a school in Linares? Always, I am always going to ask you about this. So always try to refer to your own situation. If you went to school in Longaví, in Linares, in Talca, right? All of these should be possible settings that you can think of. And think on how to create this environment in different places. And with all this information is that you're going to create your display. Es como una exposición visual. If it is an infographic, it's one of them, but not only infographic, okay? Is that clear?
The last part,
I think so.
Yes, the last part, Vanessa?
I can understand the last part.
The last part is, again, you read, so you watch, you did the first part. Then you have reading, select here, annotating important ideas, and watching 2 videos. Yes, so this is the middle of the task. And in the end, you compare the reading and the videos, what you can see there or what you can't see. Is that clear, Vanessa?
Yes.
Yes, because it's related to creating an environment. Todo está relacionado con crear este ambiente. Entonces yo voy a ver en estas clases si es que eso se cumple o no. Tengo que compararlas y ver. Is that clear?
La primera parte.
Yeah.
Okay, and the final stage is to create your infographic with all the information, how to create a language-rich environment. And the physical environment, all of the environments we have discussed. I will add here. Vanessa, ¿qué era la parte que no entendías? Sorry.
Esta, la de la...
Infographic. The infographic. Claro, es un trabajo visual, ¿sí? A visual display, o sea, una exposición, algo que yo expongo visualmente, pero también tengo palabras. And in there, I will summarize all the information. Steps to creating a language-rich and emotionally rich environment for learning. Yes? Todo lo que aprendí lo pongo acá, de los ambientes. Is that clear? So I have images and words. You see, images and words. This is only an example. There are many. You will see different patterns. Hay muchos formatos para hacer esta presentación. Yes, Vanessa, I can hear you.
A summary of the task.
Yes, the most important elements of everything from here, from the reading, from what we discussed here. Yes.
I consider important.
Pardon?
I consider important.
Yes, exactly. Your understanding of what is important. Yes, exactly. Iba a ser en pares. Entonces, ahí en pares discutimos, ¿verdad? Hacemos una muestra, ¿verdad? Y para el foro. Is that clear? Only one display. ¿Sí? Es como una muestra visual. It can be a poster, an infographic, and there are different patterns. ¿Sí? Aquí en este website hay distintos patrones para hacer esto. Okay, is that clear?
Yes, it is.
I think
All
so.
right.
We should to select a pair to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
You select your pair. Yes, exactly, your pairs. Yes. And in time for reflection, what we reflect? First of all, we will summarize everything that you need to finish this week. Finish. So this is not a very long task. So task 2 and 3. So task 2, finish today, everyone. And forum participation. The forum has been for 2 weeks, so it's enough. Finish, comment to your classmates, post your graphic organizer, your summary, and comment. This is finished. Yes.
Yeah.
So
about the forum, we have to comment just classmate or
two classmates. Two classmates. Your post and comment to classmates.
okay.
Sí, Vanessa. O sea, yo veo el posteo de ustedes, un punto. Le comentan a un compañero, llegamos a los 3.9. Comentan a 2 compañeros, es un 7. Is that clear, the scale?
Yes.
Yes.
There. All right. No other option. 3 options. 1, 3, 9, 7. That's it. Okay. So going back to the tasks. 2 and 3 should be finished. You have the materials. So you will have all the materials to work. You have the classes. You can see again the analysis we make, the writings we write, the discussions. Everything is there in the PPT. Please check again. Then forum. Forum 2, week 3 should be finished today. Finished today. Is that clear? Otherwise, you're never going to finish. Yes, if you keep on, if you wait for classes with Professor Marianela, you have double to do. So do it before. Yes, do before. And forum 3 will be next week, during the week. Yes. This will be, it will take longer. You have to do the display. So this will take longer until next Monday. Yes. Next Monday is the deadline.
Yes.
Remember to check the forum comments and comment to classmates. So check the comments. Yes. Week 4, you have the example. Yes. The example. Check the example. Then upload the tasks. And next class, you will show your display. Yes, here in class. We will have it in the forum, and also we will have in class. Comments in class. Yes, and the portfolios, the bitácoras updated, please. Please, is that clear, everything?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so now
Teacher,
yes.
when we will revise the bitácora?
Bitácoras, I will ask for you to hand them in around, I have to say, beginning of May, 2 more weeks.
Oh, okay.
3 more weeks.
Okay.
So you still have time, but to have extra credits, you need to be complete. Yes. So what I learned today. Come on, quick revision. I learned
About kind of environment, type of environment,
yes,
physical, psychological. No, how can I say that?
Yes, kind of environment, yeah, physical and emotional.
Yeah, that one.
Emotional, yes. And now you're going to read about language, rich environment, yes. Un ambiente que es rico en lengua, en lenguaje, como aprendo las palabras, all right? So, excellent. What else I learned? I revised. What did we revise?
3 methods of learning.
Methods for learning, yes, for teaching and learning. For teaching and learning. English as a foreign or second language. Okay, and yes, we did it together. Well, I think that's a lot. Okay, we did a lot. Okay, so, and today my learning was overall.
What is the meaning of overall?
Like in general, to summarize.
Ah, okay.
Today my learning was. My learning was.
The importance of create an environment.
My learning was we need to good. It's good, medium, or bad about some topic. Yes, about the topic. So it was very good about how to create an environment. Yes. Ahí está. Or it was not so good about.
My level or understanding, you mean? Or
yes.
I mean, I can say maybe pretty good because I understand.
Yes, very good. Or not so good. And it was not so good, your learning. My learning was not so good about.
And not the other method of learning.
The methods that I didn't read. So now you need to, then you will need to read eventually because you need to do a test. So today my learning was not so good about the other methods. Yes, other methods that I didn't read about. But we helped you a lot. I didn't read about. Yes, of course, I'm going to know more about what I read, but then I need to finally complement all the reading because I will need the knowledge. Okay, so do you understand the task for next week?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Do we need to explain again? No, is it clear? All right. So so that you concentrate on that, on finishing, it is important so that we start a new unit next class, and we do exercises here to help you go quickly in the week. Yes, that will be a better organization, but I need you to finish what is in the past so that we can move forward. All right, is that clear, everyone?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so nice to see you again. I will give you feedback.
Thank you, teacher. Take care.
Take care, you
I
too.
promise I will do my task.
Okay, yes, Phoebe, it will be July. Phoebe, come on. In July.
Thank you.
Yes, okay. Please, and do
Take
now
care,
before you see the other professors, because you see them and you have more things to do. So no, do now.
Yes.
Before
Thank you,
the
teacher.
following class. Okay, see you girls, Pickies. See you.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
You teacher, bye.
Bye bye. See you.